Miami Redhawks. Take it away, Casey.
Thanks, Quinn. Joined by Miami head coach Scott Hicks. Coach, entering play today, Ripley Crosley had faced 52 shots and made 52 saves. How has Liberty got to her?
Well, I think they're just getting bucks in the net, and she's battling hard and competing. It's just a couple opportunities that they were able to find and put back in the net. And, we got 40 minutes left, and hopefully we can help her out a little more.
First 20 minutes, 2 shots on goal. How do you attack this Liberty defense?
I think we just got to move our feet more in all 3 zones. We're kind of flat. They're flying around, and I think it caught us off guard a little bit. And I think it's just got to settle down and try to get pucks moving a little quicker and get our feet going and start throwing some rubber towards the net.
Got a power play to start the second period for 1:14 seconds. What's the message to the team going to the intermission?
I think the big thing is just settle down. It's a big moment. We're a young team, but, understand that there's still 40 minutes, and just because we're down 2-0 doesn't mean the opportunity's lost on us. So it's just settling in our game plan and making sure that we can do little things and compete in all 3 zones, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Quinn?
We'll send it down to Casey Roehl with Kat Hanna.
Coach, a national championship appearance against the number 2 team in the country. How rewarding is this win?
Oh my God, this is the first. I'm elated. And the girls, they couldn't have brought a better game today. We let up a little bit, but the win's a win, and we're going to the ship, so we're really happy and excited about that. It was really nice to see us play a full game as well. We struggled a little bit against Grand Valley, but they put up one heck of a fight. They played very well, and we're just really excited to be here.
Coach, 24 hours ago, Grand Valley State nearly eliminated this team in a do-or-die game. 24 hours later, the Lynx have a chance to win a national championship, either Miami or Liberty. Do you have a preference on who you'd like to play?
No, I don't care. We don't care. We honestly don't care. One of the things is this team has a fight. That's how we're built. So I expect us to come out tomorrow the same way we did today, and we don't care who we play tomorrow.
Going up against this Adrian team, had not allowed a power play goal entering play. 3 for 5 on the women advantage. What did you see in your unit?
Just move the puck. We use each other. We trust each other a lot. And that unit, they met before the game. They knew what they wanted to do. We had a clear game plan. We were confident in ourselves, and they executed. That was the bottom line.
Your freshman netminder, Hannah Stone, made 24 saves. How big has she been this tournament?
She's been our rock all year long. And as a freshman, we have 12 freshmen here. So that's the other remarkable thing is we're a really young team. We're graduating 3 players. That's it. And so it's promising for the future as well, and that's very exciting.
Well, for the 3 players, they will play one more game tomorrow in the national championship. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the time.
Boz?
We'll have a couple things from the intermission.
Thanks, Boz. Well, it's 40 minutes in the books, and it's 20 more minutes for Lindenwood Belleville to clinch a spot in their first championship game. But coming out of the locker room, Adrian College doesn't look like a team that's down 4 goals. They're energetic. They're jumping. They've been in a position like this before. Runners-up in the national championship last season. They've only lost to 2 teams, Liberty University and these Belleville Lynx. But on the season, Adrian College in their win against Belleville back on February 10th, they trailed after 2 periods. And another caveat, the one time Belleville has lost all season leading through 2 periods was against Adrian College.
Covering it up is Colombo between the benches to Casey Roehl.
Boz, a number that we should be familiar with. The last 3 years, the semifinals have come to teams who are plus 65 in the regular season. We have all 4 in the semifinals with plus 65, but another number you should be familiar with, 14 penalties for Belleville yesterday, the most of the season for the Lynx and the most of any tournament team by 10 penalties entering play today. So Kat Hanna-Strad trying to shore up against this very vaunted Adrian College Bulldogs team. Boz, back to you. Well, through 20 minutes, we've seen just about everything go right for Davenport. A multi-goal game, a flurry of scoring chances, and the goalie pull. And we're only through 20 between the number 7 Davenport Panthers and the number 10 University of Central Oklahoma. Glad you can join us. Casey Roehl with you alongside Sam Fleming on the ACHA First Period Intermission Report partner. Just about everything has gone in the way of the Panthers so far, and Central Oklahoma not doing anything defensively to stop this powerful Panther offense.
Well, when you looked at this game and we were prepping to start this intermission, we didn't think this game would be the one that could be the potential blowout game because it's a very closely ranked matchup. But like you said, everything's gone right for Davenport. In terms for UCO, not a lot of good quality scoring chances, and they haven't won in many faceoffs. Only 4 faceoff wins for UCO, but they did get that late goal from Graydon Hull with 5 seconds left. A little bit of puck luck to help. Maybe that's something that can give UCO some energy, but then again, starting goaltender Alex Henry pulled after the 4th goal of the game. Not often you see 5 goals in the first period of an ACHA national tournament game.
Henry had a 2.24 goals against average entering play today. Only once had he been pulled all season. That was back in mid-October. So something that the Panthers have done that Henry is not quite used to. But just talking about that goal for UCO in the final 5 seconds, we had seen something like that earlier today, the game before us in Illinois, but back-to-back games where one of the flukiest type of goals you'll ever see have been scored.
Well, and those fluky goals can be the one that can change the games at times. Again, 5-1 sure at the end of one period, but there's still 40 minutes of hockey to go, so plenty of time for the Broncos to get right back in. But there's also plenty of time for Davenport to continue playing as well as they've had. Winning the 50-50 puck battles, moving the puck incredibly well. Beautiful goals. None of the goals were just rebound goals. They were well-worked goals by the Panthers, and it's some great passing as well, as Davenport has done a great job so
Alex
far.
Hulliford, you talk about goals being scored. He's not a stranger to goals scored. The GLCHL MVP as a freshman has a multi-goal game today, one of them unassisted. He's just been all over the board.
Captain's contribution from Hulliford. His 2 goals were impressive for Davenport. The ones that I think that the Panthers got the most energy off of. The first goal sure always brings a lot of momentum, but the captain, when he gets involved like that, getting 3 points, big night for Hulliford so far, maybe one of the stars of the day at this point in the national tournament at the D1 level.
The top line for the Panthers has produced 3 points and 2 goals over the first 20 minutes, but Sam, going from scoring to faceoffs, it's one of the more unappreciated aspects of hockey, but looking at these Panther numbers, 18-4, Davenport has faced off this University of Central Oklahoma team. How big has that been for this Panther offense?
Faceoffs are huge in a game, especially the neutral zone faceoffs and your offensive and defensive zone. Any faceoff is crucial, but when you can win 18 draws to compared 4 in the first period, that's saying something about how good your centermen are on this team. And those faceoffs have set up to most of these goals for Davenport, and they aren't just winning them with a little bit of a battle. They're winning them pretty clean, are the Panthers. So UCO is going to have to try to tie up the draws like on the 4-1s they won and try to find a way to win this 50-50 battle in the faceoff circle.
Not much special teams wise. Davenport 0-for-1 on the power play. Central Oklahoma 0-for-2, but it's often that games are won on the man advantage. They had a chance less than 5 minutes in the first period, but a penalty on the Broncos. 10 seconds into their man advantage turned into what would be 2 more Davenport goals, so something that might turn the tide.
And a costly error there for UCO. They had a chance really to get back in that game, but they give up their man advantage opportunity, a chance to maybe cut at that deficit, and instead it's 4-on-4, and they give up 2 goals, and they trail by an even larger margin. A 4-goal deficit is hard to come back from, but like I said, 40 minutes to play. UCO by no means is out of this, but Davenport's going to continue to play their game, keep it simple, as we've seen so far here in this 3rd game of the afternoon.
What's the biggest thing that the Broncos have to change in the second frame?
They've got to keep it simple and get back to moving the puck the way that they can. They're a 2-time national champion. They know how to win at this tournament, and for UCO, they've got to just play simple.
The freshman line for the Panthers had combined for 157 points this season. They have 3 points of the 5 Davenport goals. And through 20, the Panthers on top of the Broncos 5-1. We'll send it to break. When we return from commercial, we send it back to Jay Sewell and Thomas Biondo for the second period between the Broncos and the Panthers. You've been watching the first period intermission report on the ACHA Network. I'm Casey Roehl. Allie Ostrander makes her professional track and field debut tonight at the 2019 USA Track and Field Championships in Des Moines, Iowa. The Kenai Central High School graduate and the former 13-time NCAA track and field All-American at Boise State set to make her debut in her main event.
I'm going to be racing in the steeplechase, so the prelim will be the 26th, and then fingers crossed for the final on the 28th.
Audio courtesy of Coach Dan Gensel of KSLD 1140 AM. Ostrander, a 3-time national champion in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, runs her first preliminary race today at 2 p.m. Alaska time. The top 5 runners from each heat and the next 4 fastest runners advance to the 3,000-meter steeplechase final on Sunday, July 28th. That's at 3:09 p.m. Alaska time. In Ostrander's high school career with Kenai Central High School, she won 13 state championships in track and field. 10 of her Alaska state records still remain. On the diamond, the Peninsula Oilers, with their season in the balance and their playoff hopes on the line, pulled off their biggest win of the year, an 11-2 win against the Anchorage Bucks at Coral Seymour Memorial Park, which featured an 11-0 run for the Oilers to close out the game. The big blast, a 2-run home run by Skylar Messenger in the 5th inning. 1-0, a fastball lifted high to left. Castillo ranging back, looking up at the track, and that one's gone! A 2-run home run for Skylar Messenger, his first home run of the summer, and the Oilers are locked in the bottom of the 5th. Messenger, the Alaska Baseball League All-Star Game MVP, went 5 for 5 at the plate, 3 singles, a double, a home run, finished 1 triple shy of what would have been the first cycle for the Oilers since 2000. An Oilers win last night and a Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks loss against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots yesterday puts the Oilers back in contention. Entering play today, they're a half game up on the Chinooks for what would be the final Alaska Baseball League top of the World Series playoff seed. Game 3 of a 5-game series between the Oilers and the Bucks begins tonight at Coral Seymour Memorial Park, a 6 p.m. first pitch. On Kendall Ford night, a free night of baseball at Coral Seymour, and the first of 3 consecutive free admission dates to close out the regular season and the Oilers homestand. The Sweeney's pregame show begins at 5:40 on ESPN 1140 AM and RadioKenai.com. In Alaska Legion Baseball, the Kenai Post-20 Twins open up their 2019 Alaska Legion Baseball State Tournament today at 12:30 at Mulcahy Stadium against South Post 4. The Twins, the number 1 seed in the American Conference and the number 4 seed overall. The last time they were top 4 in the state tournament, they won it all in 2016. With updates every 30 minutes, I'm Casey Roehl. This is Sports Center on ESPN Radio.